The night after Kael touched the alien blade for the first time was the night he stopped being just a village boy. He had gone to bed expecting exhaustion to consume him, yet instead he witnessed memories that could not be his. A battlefield with 3 moons overhead. 1,000 alien soldiers kneeling before a glowing warrior whose armor was shaped like starlight. The warrior raised the same blade Kael now hid beneath his floorboards. And in the dream, the blade was not metal at all, but a living thing, burning with purpose. Kael awoke drenched in sweat and breathing like he had run across the whole valley. He stared at the cracks of dawn light through his window and whispered, "Why me?" There was no answer, only the faint hum of the blade beneath the floor. But Kael felt it. It was calling him again. The message in the blade. When he uncovered the sword, it was warm. Not with heat, but with emotion. The way a heartbeat was warm. The runes pulsed. He touched the hilt. Flash. The world around him dissolved. He stood in a vast chamber carved from obsidian-like crystal. Stars swam in the walls. A shimmering figure, tall, armored, entirely made of blue light, approached him. "You are the new bearer," the figure said, though its voice sounded like a chorus. "I am Vaelor, last commander of the Star Guard. I left this echo to train whoever would awaken the Blade of Orien." Kael swallowed hard. "Train? I'm just a farmer's son," the figure interrupted. "Heroism does not begin in the blood, only in the choice." The Star Commander stepped closer. "The galaxy is not dead, Kael Thorne. And the enemy that killed us has returned." Before Kael could speak, a bellowing roar echoed through the chamber. Vaeron's image flickered. "They have found the blade. Time is shorter than I hoped. Listen well, child of Earth, this sword is not a weapon, it is a key. And there are others searching for it even now." Kael opened his mouth to ask what enemy, but the vision collapsed, the chamber shattered like glass, and he snapped back into his room, gasping, trembling, the blade glowing fiercely. Footsteps thundered down the hallway. His sister Myra burst through the door. "Kael." Something crashed in the field. The blade hummed louder. Kael knew before he even looked outside. Whatever Vaelor warned him about had already arrived. The hunter from the stars. Smoke curled into the morning sky where something metallic had landed, plowing a long scar through the barley. Kael and Myra ran outside, Kael with the blade wrapped in cloth, and froze at the sight of the object. It was a craft, black and angular, still steaming from reentry. And emerging from it was a towering, reptilian humanoid with armor like volcanic glass, eyes burning venomous yellow. Myra whispered, terrified, "Kael, what is that?" Kael already knew. The enemy Vaelor spoke of. The creature sniffed the air, its forked tongue flicking. Then it growled a word Kael didn't understand but somehow felt the intention of. Blade bearer. It had come for him. Kael pushed Myra behind him. Not again, Kael thought. Not another death. Not my family. He unwrapped the blade. Instantly the alien creature recoiled, hissing violently. The blade ignited with pale blue fire. Kael felt knowledge pour into him, stances, forms, techniques that had been burned into the weapon's memory. The creature leapt. Kael moved. For the first time in his life, he wasn't clumsy. He wasn't too slow. The blade guided him as though he had trained for years. Metal and energy clashed. Sparks rippled across the fields. The creature struck like a hammer. Kael parried like water. When the alien's claws came down, Kael stepped forward, pivoted, and slashed across its armor. The blow tore a glowing wound through its chest. The monster staggered back. Then it laughed. A low, guttural, murderous laugh. "Child, the blade has chosen poorly." It raised a talon. A blast of energy hurled Kael backwards. He crashed into the dirt, gasping as the wind was knocked out of him. The creature advanced. Myra screamed. The blade trembled in Kael's hand, not in fear, but in fury. He felt its will flooding his veins. Stand. Fight. Rise. Kael forced himself up. But before the creature could strike again. Boom. A second blast hit the monster from the side. A spacecraft roared overhead, firing streaks of blue plasma. It landed between Kael and the creature. From its hatch stepped a woman, tall, elegant, armored in shimmering silver plates with glowing teal circuitry across her skin. Her hair floated like strands of metallic silk. And her eyes, they were luminescent, almost crystalline. Clearly not human. But beautiful. Otherworldly. She took one look at the creature, raised her hand, and released a pulse that sent it crashing through a boulder. Then she turned toward Kael. And bowed. Bladebearer, she said. At last, I have found you. 3. The Princess of Orien. Kael stared at her, still breathless. Who are you? She knelt, placing a fist over her heart. I am Seris Vaelor, Princess of the Orien line, last surviving heir of the Starguard's royal bloodline. Myra blinked. A princess? Seris smiled kindly at her. A princess, yes. But I am also a warrior sworn to the blade your brother holds. Kael tightened his grip on the sword. Why? Why me? Seris's expression softened. She studied him as though she could see through his skin, bones, thoughts. The Blade of Orien chooses its bearer by spirit, not origin. It chose you because you carry the heart our people valued above all else, courage unshaped by pride. Kael felt heat in his cheeks. I am not brave. You fought a Valgrath hunter alone, she replied. Bravery is not measured by skill, but by choice. And you chose to stand. Kael swallowed hard. Myra whispered, what does it want? Seris's eyes darkened. The Valgrath are a species of conquerors. They destroyed the Starguard 1,000 cycles ago. The blade was our only hope of resisting them. When the blade vanished, they searched the galaxy endlessly. Now they have tracked its awakening, to your world. Kael felt a chill crawl up his spine. So more of them are coming? Seris nodded grimly. The hunter you fought was a scout. A warship will follow. Kael met her gaze. And I'm supposed to stop them? Seris placed her hand on his. Not alone. With me. The contact sent a jolt through him. Her skin wasn't cold like metal, it radiated warmth, like starlight. I will train you, Seris promised. The blade recognizes you. And I trust its choice. Kael inhaled sharply. What if I'm not enough? Her expression softened. Then, unexpectedly, she stepped closer, so close he felt her breath. You are enough, she whispered. Orien itself chose you. Myra cleared her throat. Are you too? Both jerked back, flustered. Seris straightened. We should begin your training. Kael nodded quickly. Right. Training. Yes. That. Seris's lips curved slightly. Then follow me. 4 lessons in starlight. Seris led Kael to a clearing beyond the fields. The morning sun shone bright, but her armor reflected it like a halo. She stood before him, transforming her right forearm into a smooth, silver shield that unfolded like petals. Lesson 1, she said, is understanding the bond. The blade is alive, not like a creature, but like a memory. It responds to emotion. If you fear, it stiffens. If you rage, it burns too hot. Kael raised an eyebrow. So what should I feel? Balance. She raised her shield. Strike. Kael hesitated. You sure? Her smile widened. I would not ask if I doubted. He exhaled, gripped the sword, and swung. Seris caught the blade on her shield with ease. Again. He struck. She blocked. Again. Blocked. Again. Seris moved so fast she appeared behind him. Again. Kael groaned. "You're enjoying this." "A little," she confessed. Hours passed. Sweat covered Kael's face. The blade hummed louder with each movement, growing warmer, more responsive. At last Seris lowered her shield. "Good. You learn quickly. Now for lesson 2. She raised her hand. A sphere of white-blue energy formed above her palm. Kael stumbled back. "Whoa, what's that?" "Starlight," she replied. "The energy that fuels our people. The blade channels it, but you must learn to draw from it too. Humans don't have starlight." Seris stepped closer. "Perhaps not. But you have something else, potential." Before Kael could question her meaning, a rustling echoed from the forest. Seris's expression sharpened instantly. "Get behind me." Kael obeyed. From between the trees appeared 3 more Valgrath hunters. Their claws gleamed. Their eyes burned. Seris whispered urgently, "Kael, do not let them take the blade. No matter what happens to me." He shook his head. "I'm not leaving you." Her eyes softened just for a fraction of a second. "I know." Then the hunters charged. The battle for the blade. Seris moved like lightning, meeting the first hunter with a starlight punch that shattered armor. Kael faced the second hunter, lifting the blade. The creature lunged. Kael dodged, barely. The blade vibrated, guiding his arm slash. A cut across the hunter's shoulder. It roared. The third hunter pounced from behind, but Kael pivoted, using an instinct he didn't know he had. He parried the blow, sparks erupting. Seris glanced back mid-fight, eyes wide. "The blade is amplifying you." "Good. Trust it." Kael swung again. The hunter blocked. Kael kicked its leg. The hunter stumbled. Kael drove the blade upward, piercing through its armor. The creature collapsed. Kael gasped. He had, or won. The victory lasted 2 seconds. Because the remaining hunter roared, grabbed Seris by the throat, and slammed her into the ground. "Seris." Kael sprinted. But the hunter lifted her, claws glowing with a toxic, blistering green aura. Seris struggled, choking. "Kael, stay back." He didn't listen. He raised the blade. It ignited, brighter than ever before. The hunter hissed, stepping back. Kael screamed with everything in him and slashed downward. A blast of blue-white energy erupted from the blade. And the hunter disintegrated in a burst of ash and light. Silence fell. Kael collapsed to his knees, chest heaving. Seris slowly sat up, touching her neck. "You unleashed the blade's core." Kael blinked. I didn't mean to." She rushed to him, grabbed his shoulders, and whispered. "No blade-bearer has done that in generations." Her face was inches from his. "You are not just chosen, Kael Thorne. You are awakening." He swallowed hard, pulse racing. "Seris. I thought I lost you." Her expression faltered. Then, softly, "You fought for me." Kael's heart hammered against his ribs. "I'd do it again." For a moment, they simply stared at each other, 2 souls bound by a destiny neither asked for. Then Seris turned away, flustered. We must leave this area. More hunters will come." Kael stood. "Where are we going?" Seris looked up at the sky, where faint stars still glimmered. "To the hidden citadel of the Star Guard," she said. "Across the galaxy." Kael exhaled. "Then take me there." Seris smiled, genuine, relieved, proud. "Very well, Blade-bearer." She extended her hand. Kael took it. And together, they stepped toward her spacecraft, toward space, war, destiny, and a future Kael could never have imagined.